right, Exodus chapter 19. You have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wing, and brought you unto myself. Now, therefore, if you will hearken unto my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then you shall be mine own treasure from among all peoples, for all the earth is mine. And you shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
So this is the opening statement for the Ten Commandments. We know that God is an Almighty.
Almighty.
He can use whatever parallel he wants to use. He can use whatever words he wants to use. Now, the first time that God is speaking with the Hebrew nation, he is saying to them, "Listen, I'm like the eagle's wings." Okay, so let's try to understand what is this eagle wings. Every bird is flying very low.
Yes.
The only bird who is flying the most highest way is the eagles. So therefore, all the birds are afraid from the eagle or from the bird above them.
Right.
When they are taking their kids, when they're flying from one place to another place, they're holding their kids in their legs.
Right.
But there's a problem, because man most probably might shoot an arrow, and it will catch, first of all, the kids. The kids before the mother, because she's holding the kids in front of her before them. And the eagle is the only one who is afraid only for men. He's afraid from the narrows of men. Therefore, he is carrying his baby on his back.
Wow.
The same thing happened when the Hebrew nation went out from Egypt, and the Egyptians started to chase them. Before God split up the sea and gave the Hebrew nation to go on, it says there that God moved his cloud between the Egyptians.
That's right.
And the
Yes.
Hebrew nation. So all the narrows of the Egyptians went to the cloud, just like the eagle's wings. That he is protecting his babies from the narrows of men. Okay?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so till now we explained, the most, I will say, but I have a question. Because if we understand correctly, deeply inside, so we might say, God could have taken any other parallel that he wants, right? But he took a parallel that it sounds that God is afraid from whom? From man.
Yeah.
From man. I can't understand that. The first time that God is speaking with the Hebrew nation,
right,
he's saying to them, "Listen, there's one, I will say, there's one section here in this world that I'm a bit, uncertain with. I'm a bit, I'm not sure what's happening there. Okay, and this it's a big question. Why God took this parallel? Take someone else. Take something else. Take, for example, that you like a stone stood between the Hebrew nation and the Egyptian nation. So take something else. Why do you take something that you can find or you can understand that God is a bit afraid from man?" To answer that, there is a question that usually teenagers asking us when they're starting to understand a bit more who is God, what is God, the relationship with God, and everything else. And they're asking this question:
Yes,
if God is the Almighty, can he build up a stone that he can't move? Okay, now we all know that this question have contradiction inside the question. Because from one side we are saying that he is Almighty, and from the other side we're asking to create something that he can't do. But 200 years ago, some of the Hebrew nation came to one of the big rabbis and they asked him this question. So he looked at them and he said, "Yes, of course, he did it." So they were, a bit amazed. And he said, "You know what he did? He did this issue of free choice, free will. He is not interfering." God is saying here, in the beginning of this, Ten Commandments, he's saying to the Hebrew nation, he's saying to it like that: you have free will. You can choose one of the two ways. One way is accepting everything and accepting the way of God doing the right things, and then you will go inside to Israel, and the redemption will come, and Messiah will come, and everything, the world will come to the end of the days. And you can take it also in a very long time, 4,000 years. It is your call. I'm not going to interfere. I'm stepping aside. I'm afraid from man-free choice, from man-free will, because I'm not interfering with this. After everything, I will recover up everything. Don't be afraid. At the end of days, we will come to the Messiah. And only those who are part with me will join this, and those who are against me and did a lot of things against me, so they
Right.
will be punished. But this is what God is hinting us here, that I'm not interfering in this issue of your free choice.
Everything is under the control of heaven except the fear of heaven. Did I say that correctly?
You said it also very nice, very correct. It's true. And it's true, the issue of the fear of heaven, it's only something that you can do by yourself. Nobody can put it on yourself. I would say it like that. Again, we need also to understand that God is, like the clock here. I have a clock, and we all know that the clock is running in one side, but there
Right.
are a lot of, I will say, insides that some of them are going the opposite way, but only because we have all of them is going in the right time. So
Right. In
God is
unison.
right. So God is taking all of what's happening in this world and He's bringing it to the right way. But on the other side, the question is how much you are helping or you're not helping. And it is your choice. I'm not interfering with this issue.
So that's the extra part of the question. Are we with it or and that's
Again,
really, I think, where we need to exercise our freedom to choose. Are we with it or are we against it? Are we moving to aid the good things of God and make this world a better place? Or are we being animalistic and naturally minded, pursuing our own selfish interests? And I'm so thankful